All right. Now you were one of the gentlemen that voted the other day, aren't you?
Yeah, that's correct.
Tell me what happened.
A gentleman came by and said that if we wanted to vote, we'd get paid $5. Simple as that. And I told him, I says, well, I'm a felon. I'm not sure if I'm able to vote. And he said, don't worry about that. You can vote if you're a felon. So I just, I went along. I really wasn't along for the money. I was just along to see what was going to happen out of the whole thing because it seemed a little strange. The whole thing seemed a little strange to me. So I was just along for the adventure.
Yeah. You had nothing else to do, so go along for the ride.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. What do I want to watch TV in here or go along into some political intrigue, you know?
So okay, so once you said you were a felon, they said that's not a problem.
Yeah.
But did they tell you like how to vote or what you should do?
No, okay.
What did they say?
Okay. They said you could vote. Chill out. They said you could vote either way, but then you were handed a piece of paper saying, don't let a few fat cats change around the vote that we've already done. Basically, you know, a direct implication on the whole deal.
Yeah. So they didn't actually tell you how to vote. Do you feel they were trying to influence you on how you should vote?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you got a piece of paper saying, don't let a few fat cats change the original vote, and then you had a piece of paper marked saying, no, we don't want to change the, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You don't have to answer this question. How did you vote? If you don't want to answer, you don't have to. But how did you vote?
I voted. At the time, I figured, I kind of, in a way, it wasn't so much that I was getting paid $5, but in a way, I thought, hey, if these people are willing to go out of their way to see how I'm going to vote, I'm going to go with them because I don't see the other side going out of their way to, in a way that, I mean, somebody hits you with something like that, you don't have a whole lot of time to think about it, but it's just kind of like, oh, these guys care about how I'm voting, so I'll go along with it, It wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you paying any attention to the recall prior to this?
Very vaguely. I'm a street musician, and I kind of went through the Boyle thing, and there's always some kind of voting drive down in the old market going on. So I'm not a huge political monster. I mean, I don't know. It seems I don't know. It's just not something I'm really into a lot. Politics, as far as that goes.
Right. When you say you're a felon, on the form when you register, does it ask if you're a felon?
No.
Because I don't know. It doesn't.
No, not that it didn't.
You don't recall?
No, it didn't. It didn't ask.
How long ago were you convicted of your felony?
It would have been 2005. I got a third offense DUI over in Iowa, which constitutes a felon, and I feel real bad about the thing. It's hurt me in a lot of ways. I'm trying to get jobs and what have you, and I feel bad about it, but that's the way the cookie crumbles,
Yeah.
do the crime, do the time, pay your dues, what have you. You know. So
What did you do with your $5?
I bought some popping candy, popping a Hershey bar, a couple cans of popping a Hershey bar. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
What? There's been a lot of the news has been about this here lately. What do you want people to know about what happened? Excuse me, there's somebody behind you. What do you want people to know what happened from your perspective in all of this?
I think somebody in the particular organization, I don't even know if maybe Subtle even knew what these guys. I forget the organization.
Forward Omaha.
Forward Omaha. I get the feeling I don't even know if he knew what was going up, but I think they made a from the first second I heard about it, to me it seemed like somebody was making a big miscalculation. That's kind of why I went along with it to see how it played out. Because to me it seemed like a miscalculation from the first second I heard the wind about what we were gonna do, and it proved to be a miscalculation, and somebody blew it, and I'm sure some heads rolled somewhere along the line because of.
I mean, there is a problem in the homeless community with drugs and alcohol. You've admitted your own problem with alcohol. Do you know, or could you guess, were any of the people that voted, were they drunk or stoned? Do you know?
There was a couple guys. There was a couple guys that had been drinking, but strangely enough, it's kind of actually frowned upon to be drunk down here. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't appreciate other people being drunk and and acting like a drunken idiot around here. I mean, we don't like drunken idiots around here just like as much as anybody else does, and so it's kind of strange. People wouldn't think it's like that, but it really.
But there might have been a few that voted that might have been.
Yeah, maybe 1, 2, 3. I don't know. From what I see, from what I understand, I believe there was 24 on one bus and there was 14 on my bus. So, how you can charter a bus and pay $5 and go through all of that rigmarole for 40 votes seems to be a massive waste of time and energy, and not only that, a miscalculation of ethics, legality, and everything like that. It seemed to be like a nice mistake to go along.
Did they tell you not to talk to the media?